Everyone, welcome to another episode of In the Know with RV Pro. For the past 6 years, Statistical Surveys has brought market share data to multiple industries. Today we're chatting with Scott Stropkai about his transition into the role of president and the state of the RV world today. Scott, thank you for being on In the Know.
Yeah, thanks, David.
You probably wouldn't consider yourself a genie, but what kind of predictions can you make for 2018 in regards to the RV industry?
Well, I help coach my kid's lacrosse team. He's an 8th grader, and the boys will rub my head because I'm bald before games. I guess I'm a little bit like a genie in the bottle there, but...
Well, yeah, I mean, you could work on the earrings or something, and then, I think it's complete,
Yeah, it would. I'm not sure I could go out public, but it would be complete at that point, yes. Yeah, we don't do forecasting at Stat Surveys because you can be wrong with forecasts, so we stick to retail sales data, but everything seems to be lining up for a phenomenal 2018. I mean,
really,
I just don't hear any bad news out there. I mean, the big two issues that we hear out in the industry, that I hear at least, are, maybe some quality issues a little bit, and people need to be able to go somewhere in their RVs. People are buying so many RVs, we're running out of exciting spots for them to go. So luckily we have really good leadership in the RV industry that's working through both of those questions.
Oh, great. Well, and let me ask, I mean, you kind of touched upon it right now, but how long do you think the RV industry can sustain its current pace? Because, I mean, last year was just phenomenal, the increase,
Yeah, the retail sales were up. I'm looking at my computer. Retail sales were up just under 12%. Wholesale was up a little bit from that. So, yeah, the rate of wholesale and retail sales are phenomenal right now. And if I knew how long this could last, I'd probably retire tomorrow. So I don't know. I don't know. If we would have had this interview back in 2010, I'm not sure I would have said, oh, we'll have continued growth for the next 8 years. Not sure I would have said that. So hopefully we do another interview in 8 years from now, which would be, 2026, and it's the same story. Mm-hmm. That'd be great.
And, well, tell me a bit about yourself. When and how did you get, started with statistical surveys?
It was 2006. Don't quote me on that year. I'd go back to my file here. And I was at another job, and it just wasn't quite working out. There was no, movement up into upper management. So I said, all right, it's time to look elsewhere. And literally, no joke, I answered a Monster ad. And Tom Walworth, the Monster ad, it was a kind of a cryptic. It was data marketing company, Kentwood, Michigan, but no other information. And it was about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and we just had a kid, my second son, Owen, so I was feeding him, and I think either he hit submit or I hit submit, and I got called today, and probably 3 weeks later I was working here. So It was more of just fluky event more than anything else. So,
and what was your starting role at Statistical?
I always handled the RV side, but Tom Walworth, the former RV guy, he slowly handed it to me. So I've always handled the RV side.
Yeah, and what's it like? I mean, having that transition. What's it like continuing to extend the road he kind of paved?
Well, I kind of look at it and he's a big Green Bay Packers fan. I don't like the Packers, but I think I kind of look at it like the Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers scenario. Aaron Rodgers was his backup for probably 3 or 4 years. So by the time Brett Favre retired, Aaron Rodgers was ready. He had learned everything he needed to do. So it's kind of the same situation here. I felt it was just a seamless transition, basically.
I want to get your take on this. For the past year, I've rarely had a week where an acquisition wasn't taking place. Seems to be pretty constant. So what are your opinions on consolidations and its effect on the market?
Good question. Well, it seems to have a positive impact on the market since Thor and Forest River have gained a lot of market share between them, and as well as Winnebago purchasing Grand Design. The market just keeps soaring, so it must be really good for the industry. I mean, we're a mature industry, but if you look at other industries that have gone through the same thing as we have, they've all gone through the consolidation model. So as we go along, we're following the path of other industries that have done the same thing beforehand. So it seems to be a very positive thing for the industry. Is there some roadblock blocks with it? Probably. I probably wouldn't be privy to those. But in terms of retail sales, we're soaring. So the consolidation's been great.
Yeah. Oh, great. And what kind of, I don't know if you predict any, but what kind of changes do you kind of anticipate in Statistical Surveys' business model?
I think the biggest change that we will undergo in the next few years, and we've already started it now, is our job is to get our data in our customers' hands as quick as possible. So obviously, right now we don't have an app. That may be something that we have. So boom, right when the data's ready, open your phone, it's there. Seems pretty common, but for us that would be, earth blowing. We'd love it. I mean, our job is to get our data in our customers' hands as soon as we can. We have, about a year or two ago, we updated what's called our coding system, and that's how we take the data from the states and we code it and then we put it out for our customers. So 3 or 4 years ago, we released data about 52 to 53 days after the end of the month. Now we release. Now, through the hard work of our IT team, no hard work of mine, but through the hard work of our IT team, we have reduced that down to about 37 days. So we've taken about 15. Yeah, for us, it's remarkable for us. And we keep, if the states can get us data quicker, then we can release it quicker now. We have a state-of-the-art coding system that when we get data, we can put it right back out within a few days. So hopefully as states update their systems, we might be able to get it out sooner. But we're at 37 days now, and we're pretty excited about that.
What has the transition to, president been like for you?
As I said earlier, really not a huge change. I mean, I had been here long enough working with everybody in the building that when the change took place, it was, okay, Scott's in charge now. It wasn't. It really wasn't. It's basically business as usual. Our job is to get data out, and we take it serious. We put deadlines on everybody in the building to get the data out as quick as we can. And I think I'm a pretty relaxed guy, but if we don't have data, if the data's not going through the proper curve, then people have to, step up, whether that means working weekends or whatever the case is. Our job is to get data out. That's how we get paid. And that's our number one priority, is getting complete, accurate data out to our customers.
Well, Scott, thank you so much for being on In the Know. I really appreciate, having you on here. It's really great.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, David. Have a great day.
We'll see you on the next episode of In the Know.